I'm in another cafe, drinking some good, it's called Sweet Dreams. So it's got like rose tea and also, I think there's some green teas in there too. So it's really, really good. I got a scone with some butter and jam. I got a cool story for you guys because this is one of the reasons why I could actually move to Malaysia. Check it out. Hey guys, Sky here for s.k.y and here at another cafe here in Malaysia. Just thank you for joining another vlog. I got another cool story today. In Malaysia, I've told some stories of bad things that happened to me, and people might be thinking that only bad things happen in Malaysia, but I gotta tell you right now is more good things than bad have happened here. And honestly, I could live in Malaysia. I really could. It's like a home. I've already been here for over a year because of the MCO, but I love it here. So I'm going to tell you a feel-good story happened at the end of 2020 on Christmas Eve, and it was great story and made me really appreciate the people here even more. All right, so this is a story that happened. So 2020 was, you know, not a very good year. Pandemic, people lose their jobs, people stressed out, right? There's so many bad things that happened in 2020. So I'm sure that it's all accumulating to Christmas time where people are going on holidays and everything else. And we think to ourselves, like, oh, like we don't have any money to buy presents. And it's like, is that really a holiday? Everyone's locked down and such. And it was Christmas Eve. And I'm sure people are trying to, you know, go to their families or whatnot. And in the middle of the freeway, my car broke down. Not only did it break down, it just stopped in the middle of the freeway. I'm so lucky I was on the very outside lane. You know that feeling when you're like, gosh, don't look in the rear view mirror, because you know how many people are probably angry that your car just stopped, and all these cars, like I was expecting honking and stuff. And I was like, gosh, am I gonna? And I look back and I see all these cars start to line up because of me. And you know, we all know what it's like to be driving. When we're driving, some parts of our characters that normally don't come out, kind of come out. So I'm like, man, these people must be pissed because of me, right? And I was like, it took me like moments to like finally get the guts to get out of my car to check the engine. And when I finally got out, opened the hood, the radiator cap was missing. Like I was driving without a radiator cap. No wonder like the car overheated, all the water evaporated. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So I called my friend to go buy a radiator cap and bring it. I was like, what do? I gotta cool the car down. So I walked down to the store and I got like a bottle of water, 1.5 liter water, and go back up to the car and I was like, start pouring it. So I start pouring it in, it starts bubbling and stuff, and I'm like, whoa. All of a sudden, there's this car, this huge truck that pulls up behind me. And I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna make him stop too. No, but the guy gets out of the car. He's running towards me. He's like, no. It was kind of like, it's like that slow motion when someone's about to hit the button that the bomb goes off. He's like, no. And I was like looking at him. And he's like, stop. And I was like, what? He comes to me, he's a Chinese guy, old guy, right? I think he's in his 50s at least. And he's speaking Chinese. No, I'm not Chinese. And he's like speaking Chinese to me. And I'm like, oh, no Chinese. I'm from Canada, right? And then it was basically all silent. It was like charades. He's like, I was like, stop, no, water. And he's like, oh, boom, boom. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, so don't put water in. Wait, 30 minutes. I was like, oh, 30 minutes. And then he looked at me and says, water, one? And I was like, yeah, I got one water. And he's like, no. And he goes back to his car. Comes back out with 2 more bottles. 2 more bottles he brings out, and he just gives it to me. And I was like, whoa, that's so crazy. This guy's so nice. Like Christmas Eve, he must have been stressed, whatever it is, working. He just gives me 2 more free bottles. He came, he was nice enough, couldn't even speak English, but he was nice enough just to help me out with my car. So I was like so happy. I was so thankful. And then I went down to, I was like, I have to wait 30 minutes, so I might as well like go to a cafe, grab something, come back. As I was walking down, cop pulls up, like, woo, right? Cop pulls up. And he's basically telling me, he couldn't speak English, he was Malay. Couldn't speak English. I was like, what? Does no one speak English here, right? I'm like, what? And the guy's like, speaking to me in Malay, and I was like, I'm not from here. And then he's like, oh, and he's like, and we're playing charades again, right? And he's like, let me move the car. So I was like, oh, cool. This cop starts pushing the car with me, stops all the other cars, and brings me down and drives it, like he gets in the driver's seat and pulls it into a safe spot. He stops it and he says, hey, please, he's like basically telling me to be safe, whatever it is. Do I have enough water? I was like, oh, I got 3 bottles. Like, oh, okay. He leaves. And I was like, man, not only was the Chinese guy nice, the Malay guy was nice, the cop was nice. There's a construction site next door, and Indian guy comes. And he's a construction worker working, and he's just sitting there, no words, just looking at my engine. And I'm like, and he's like, huh? And I'm like, okay, I'm okay. I put water in. And he's like, and he just walks away. And I'm like, all right. So I'm still waiting for the 30 minutes to come up, and this guy comes back with 2 more bottles of water. He's an Indian guy, doesn't speak English either, right? So I had a Chinese guy, a Malay, and an Indian guy, and all 3 of them helped me out. They couldn't speak English, but they took out their time to help me fix my car, and I was really inspired. And I think there's 2 things that I really got from it. The first one was, and this all happened within an hour. And the first thing I really felt was, wow, in that hour I had these 3 people just really trying to help me. And the first thing I realized was, this is what kind of like 2020 was like, and God really helped me throughout the year. Just like this 1 hour, God's been doing that for me the entire year. So I felt really good, like, wow, God, you really helped me. And another second thing is, it just brought me back to like that faith in humanity. There's still really good people out there. And for me, I was like, man, you know what? I could live here. I could totally live in Malaysia. Like, the people here are so amazing. They really, really help people out. And I was really inspired by them too. So it was something that I just loved that experience to top off all of 2020 at the end of the year. And it just made me feel so good coming into the new year, right? So that's why I'm really happy that the year ended in such an amazing way. Yeah, that's my story. Good story, feel good, no rats, no cars being towed, right? But thanks for joining, guys, for today's vlog. If you like this content, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, like and comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. And if you like this too, just go ahead and share this, right? Just share this with your friends or family, and we'll see you guys again. All right, everyone, have a wonderful and awesome week. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Thank you.